Good morning, this is Jim at appointment 880928. What we're looking at is about a 19-year-old single-stage Carrier furnace. It's 135,000 BTUs with nominal measurements of 24 by 29 by 33. You're noticing a return plenum that is 10 by 24, supported by a 16 by 25 by 1 filter. And then we have a case coil over the top that's 24 by 21 by 19. The line dryer is on the inside. You see the condensate line that snakes around the hot water tank. You see the gas shutoff valve over here, and then you see the dedicated circuit for the furnace that is a 15 amp on a GE box. We do not have a humidifier. One area of question. Put this on pause and ask if you can answer this.
What that pipe is?
Yeah.
Not a clue. So our inspector is unsure. So because we don't have radon, so it wasn't like a radon escape, because that would also come from the ground. No.
It's not going into the ground. It goes directly outside?
Right.
Okay. Here's what I would suggest.
I don't know what it is.
Okay? An 80% efficient furnace. All right. Again, basics. In order to get fire, you need fuel, you need igniter, and you need air. Okay?
Yeah.
Told you, basics. If you don't have outside combustible air, then you're pulling from the inside. Based on the fact that I'm seeing a dryer vent on the inside here, and I'm guessing there's like a dryer vent on the outside there. Well, it's out. But that is so that when the furnace sucks in air, it can get the combustible air from outside rather than the basement. In a former life, I was a social worker. When I worked with psychotic people, all psychotics thought starts with a kernel of reality. So anytime I see something, I need to start with, well, if it was extra work, on some level, it must have made sense to somebody.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's about the only explanation I've got to. At some point, it was necessary.
Well, I don't know that it was necessary, but somebody thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, we are quickly learning that there's a lot of things that took place in this house that somebody thought was a good idea. It's been held together by duct tape and bubble gum.
All right.
Did you see the blower in there? Yeah.
Yeah, so the blower motor that you have is, I think it's a 3rd horsepower.
Yeah.
It's not wrong,
Okay.
just not.
What it should be. Because our
Best practice.
concern, so, one of the things that we were concerned about when we first turned it on, so it all started with our thermostat said there was no power to the furnace.
Oh,
And so we're like, well, what the heck? So then it was giving us a code 33.
it was giving you an error code.
Yeah. So that's when we called the first person out, took a look at it.
That was your warranty people.
No, actually.
Oh, really?
It was an independent company.
Okay.
And then when we realized that there were multiple things and not just like, hey, it hadn't been turned on for a year.
Oh, so the house had been empty for a year.
No, so there were renters here. It was only empty for maybe 2 months.
Okay.
Before we moved in. But again, you don't run the furnace during the summer as
Yes,
much.
you do.
Oh.
The blower motor is the delivery.
Still going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll explain air conditioning.
Okay.
Okay. Thermostat says, hey, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
Blower motor on the furnace turns on. The hot, humid air comes through the return, up through the furnace, hitting the coil. That's
That's
this
what
piece
heats
right
it
here.
up. Okay.
Okay? Inside that casing is a coil.
Mhm.
When the outside unit is working properly,
Mhm.
the coil is 43 degrees. Because the heat goes through this uninsulated copper tube to the outside unit. Outside unit blows off the heat, turning, here's where it gets counterintuitive,
Okay.
turning the refrigerant,
Mhm.
which was a gas because it was hot, turning the gas back into a liquid. Liquid is cold because it blew off the heat. The compressor then pumps the cold through this insulated. This is actually a copper tube as well.
Okay.
But you put insulation around it to keep it super cold,
Right.
to make the coil 43 degrees. So now that hot, humid air comes up through the furnace, hits 43 degrees.
Interesting.
When 75 hits 43, you get condensation. That's why this pipe is here.
Okay.
Condensation goes into the little drain over there.
Right.
Then the cool air comes through the house. In the summer, what I'm going to recommend, because I can't tell you how many times this summer I've gone out on consults where they've said, I need a new air conditioner because it's not working. I come out and I say, turn the system on, and the blower motor's toast.
Mhm.
With those folks, I get to say, I can't tell you whether the air conditioning is working or not because the blower is shot.
Right. Right. And ours is working.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to your point, you said, well, you don't use the furnace in the summer.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
That makes sense. Yeah, yeah. All right, fair enough. And we didn't have any issues really with the, you know.
The cooling.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I was just correcting the misnomer.
No, hey, I appreciate it. Like I said, I love learning because that's the other thing is like I said, we moved into this house and it's been kind of one thing after another.
A valuable learning experience.
You know, and this is not our first house, but yeah. So it was something.
Well, none of these windows. Oh yeah, they do that. I was like, how did they get away without the
Oh yeah.
egress windows?
Yeah.
They don't have the chains that I'm used to seeing, but
No,
they
yeah,
have.
they've got the little release.
Yeah, the little releases.
Yeah.
See, I'm in my house. I have a bedroom downstairs, but you can't
Okay.
call it a bedroom downstairs because I don't have an egress window.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I just got a quote for $4,000.
Okay.
They'll excavate and put an
But
egress
that,
window
I
in.
mean, hey, 4,000, that don't add up, but if you ever go to sell it.
I was just gonna
for
say,
another
it's
bedroom.
now a 4-bedroom house.
Exactly.
The realtor told me that's gonna be $25,000 more.
Absolutely.
I'll spend 4 to get 25.
Sure. Heck yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we're at the point we're empty nesters.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm ever gonna use that bedroom. But because I'm not spending money on the sports and all that other crap,
Sure.
now, yeah, I'll spend $4,000 to
Sure.
make the house more.
Hey,
All right,
don't blame you.
we're done down here.
All right, good deal. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we got to spend 2 weeks with our 11-week-old about a month ago.
Okay.
And my daughter-in-law was like, how did you do this with 4?
4, yeah, we have 3 now, so it's a lot.
All right.
For sure.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this stuff down here. Where's your thermostat? All right, so you got a Nest thermostat. And then where's your condenser? The outside unit.
It's on this side,
Okay.
I believe. Hold on, here's a piece of wood.
Oh. I'll be back in just a second. Oh. No worries. Okay, so our AC is on brackets and is a 4-ton system. You see the disconnect, and then you see the line set. And we have a Nest thermostat.